Hey bankers, welcome again. Welcome today. We are in Super Sunday. Exam is just 7 days now, isn't it? We are in Super Sunday. All last 3 Super Sundays, other than this is the fourth one. I have covered RBWM module A, B, C, D, various objective questions, sometimes some theories, some numericals, all these. Today also, I will be covering some important part of module D. Module D, very important. I'll be covering investment management and wealth management, both the topics. Those are the toughest ones, toughest in your module D, toughest. Wealth management is really tough. Investment is a bit okay, but wealth is really tough. But I would suggest see this. Follow all the marathons. Look at all the four marathons. RBWM, then PPB, then AFM and IIFS. So follow all the four marathons. Don't miss even a single one. And look at the modules. I am covering module D. So ma'am is covering module D. Okay, same in PPB. Numericals in AFM, very important one, numericals. Don't miss these. Because AFM is completely, it consists of numericals only, main part. And IIFS theory, module D, but very difficult, the most toughest topic. Okay, so follow all the marathons. Don't miss even a single one. Okay, now let's go directly to the marathon. Okay, firstly, what I'll do is I'll be covering investment management and then wealth. See, this will be the sequence. First, I'll cover investment management part and then I'll cover wealth management part. Okay. Both are here, both are so similar that many of you will find that what is this going on? Is it investment or wealth? Because here, understand the logic. Investment management is a part of your wealth management. Kindly note, investment management, this is a part of, see, complete wealth management is full big topic. In this small part is investment management. So after all, it will lie within this only. Okay, so follow completely, follow till the end, all of them. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, today, what is investment management? Investment management is basically a process of making decisions about investment. Simple. What is investment management? Thinking about investment. Now, decisions about investment means what? What do you mean by this word decisions? Now, these decisions can be, it means what? Decisions about investment means I can decide on myself. I want to keep my money at around 4%, 5% returns per annum, or do I want to give it for 15% returns? With studies, scientific studies. Here, you can make the returns when you have scientific studies. You give patience. It's like the studying for your JAIIB, studying for your CAIIB. You require time, isn't it? So without time, can you clear JAIIB, CAIIB? Just like that only, by fluke. One subject you can clear, but not all. Same thing is about investment. Once or twice, if you try and if you buy luck, you can get it double in 1 month, 2 months. Many stocks are there. You might be hearing many of the guys telling you that invest in these stocks. Tips, right? You hear the tips, everyone? Tips. इसमें इन्वेस्ट कर ले, 1 महीने में डबल हो जाएगा, डबल. Then in 1 महीने में double, your principal is also gone. Everything is gone. That friend is gone. The one who gave the tip, gone. Or sometimes what happens? That friend who gave the tip is again there. नहीं हुआ क्या? अच्छा, you didn't get the money. कोई problem नहीं. Take this second one. इसमें तो हो ही जाएगा. पूरा loss निकल जाएगा. Whatever you have lost, everything you'll get it back. Does it happen? Then this also gone. Everything requires time, patience, studies. So decision about your investments, how to see whether you are making investment or whether you are throwing the whole money in the sea. It depends on you. Investing in schemes which give you double is like throwing the money in the sea. no use. Okay, you hear na daily that SEBI and you call anyone, you'll get that अगर किसी का call आए double करना ये करना kindly न माने. What is all that? That is because people are getting a prey, becoming a prey to these schemes. Ultimately, it's the greed of everyone. It involves researching, selecting, and monitoring a portfolio of assets that match an investor's goals, risk profile, and time frames. Means here, researching, very important, researching, selecting, and monitoring. Three words are very important. Research. Research means you find out which is the best investment, which stock, which bond, which real estate will give you better returns. Selecting means deciding on something. Here, selecting means taking action, deciding on something. And monitoring a portfolio, monitor the portfolio. Monitoring means whenever, here, this is also one important part, what I see generally. We make the investment and then we forget. Invested bus ho gaya abhi. It's not that. It's a continuous cycle. You know the bicycle? How do we ride the bicycle? We have to do two things. One, keep pedal, right? So that it moves. And second, hold the direction also, handle. If any of these things goes wrong, if you don't hold the handle properly, then also you fell down. If you don't pedal, then also you fell down. Both the things have to be done simultaneously. Investment is like that. You have to carry on the daily working also, and you have to look at the long-term goal also. Okay? So, researching, selecting, and monitoring a portfolio of assets that match an investor's goals, risk profile, and time frames. Investors' goals, risk profile, and time frames. Kindly understand, everything is here. Banking is very easy. Only the point is, we make it difficult, or our books make it difficult. Same thing is investment is easy. Only the technical persons or the so-called knowledgeable persons make it difficult. So many big things are given. Beta, delta, gamma, 1,000 Greeks are given. We don't understand anything. Then we say, "Arey, kuch nahi samajhta, chhod do." Right? Management, investments are always easy. Only you have to follow your own gut feeling, and number two, follow the patience. Patience is very important. Don't expect untoward results or untoward profits. Expecting a return of around 10 to 15% in a year in equities is okay. In mutual funds, I will call it. In FDs, you get around 7 to 8%. So you should beat your FDs. Okay? The basic rule is you must beat inflation plus GDP figure. Very simple answer I'll give you. Inflation plus GDP. If you beat these two figures, total, then you have won. Inflation plus GDP. You have to beat that figure. Okay? So this is the golden rule which I am giving you. Kindly remember, how much returns do you expect in any investment? The golden rule, you will not get it anywhere. This I had got it from one of the MDs of one of the banks, big banks, biggest bank I would say. He gave this principle that your investment should give you the returns of GDP plus your inflation. Then you have won. So expect sober returns. Okay? So researching, selecting, and monitoring a portfolio of assets that match an investor's goals, risk profile, and time frame. Risk profile means what? Am I ready to take the risk? High risk instruments. Am I ready to invest in equities? Right? Am I ready to invest in only bonds? Am I ready to invest only in this liquid funds which don't cause any harm to the principal, but returns are also low? See here, there are basically three rules. Okay, one is equity. See this. If you invest in equity, you will get high returns, high risk, high returns. Then you invest in bonds, you get medium risk, medium returns. Bonds. And last one is T-bills, or you can call it government bonds, government bills. Okay. then you'll get lowest risk, lowest returns. So logic is simple in investment. Kindly note, high risk, high returns. High risk, high return. Okay, this is the basic logic of investment. High risk, high return. So what we must always try, we must not try for this high risk, high returns. We must try for medium risk and medium returns. This is what we must always try. We shouldn't try even for lower risk, low returns. At least at the age of your young age. When you are old, 70 plus, then it's okay. Low risk, low returns. Saving the principal. But when you are young, up to the age of, I would say 50, 55, 60, you must try for medium risk, medium returns. So this is what when we talk of this risk profile of that customer, depends on the age of that customer. Generally, above 70, 65, 70, the person becomes risk averse. And time frame, how much time frame does this customer have? Okay, or is this customer going to give for the investments? There are many persons you might be seeing, invest today and from tomorrow they start tracking the share value. I invested in Infosys. Immediately from today, tomorrow, अरे नीचे गया, अरे ऊपर गया, बेच दो. Give some time. You are not a trader, you are an investor. Investment management encompasses a wide range of investment opportunities for individuals and institutions looking to grow their wealth, from stocks, bonds to real estate to other assets. Means basically it includes not only your stocks, not only your bonds, but real estate also. Real estate. Okay, this can also be one strategy. There is a fund called as REITs fund, REITs. REITs funds. This is similar to mutual funds. But these REITs funds invests in real estate, in various flats, in various shops. From there it gets the rent and then it pays to the investor. This is the REITs fund, similar to that of the mutual funds. But MF invests in equity or debt, depending on the fund, right? And REITs invest in real estate. Got it? So, basically it is all the four. Kindly note, it is all the four. Okay? Stocks also, bonds also, real estate also, and other asset classes also. What are other asset classes? Other means there are many unconventional assets, like some cars. Many of the persons have the liking for some cars, antique pieces. They give any amount for that antique pieces. So that is also an investment. There are certain paintings. People purchase the paintings for 100 crores. You and me can't, right? So depends on other asset classes. These are other asset classes. Investment management objectives. Here, main objective of any investment is only two: generate high returns or moderate returns and minimize the risk. We must always try to get the lowest risk. Now, lowest is not possible, but get a medium risk. Medium risk and medium returns. This should be the strategy followed by us. Okay? Other than this, there are various other objectives. Assess and manage the risk. Manage the risk. Manage means managing. See here, many times what happens, we invest and then we say invested. अब मैंने Reliance का शेयर ले लिया, बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है. मैंने Infosys का शेयर ले लिया, बहुत बड़ी कंपनी. It's very big company. SBI I have purchased. HDFC Bank I have purchased. Good company. Don't do that. Managing is very important because companies are good, but the share value goes up and down. You have to see to it that you buy at a lower rate and sell at a higher rate. Not only about the shares. I am talking about overall investment. Anywhere you buy a flat, whenever you feel you are getting a better returns, you can sell it off, because that's also an investment avenue. Bonds, same thing. Okay, so assess and manage the risk. Investment managers must assess the amount of risk they are willing to take and how to manage it on an ongoing basis. Ongoing. Managing means monitoring. Ongoing. Okay, managing means monitoring. Simple. Then establish goals. You must set the realistic goals. Realistic goals means what? You must tell your client that expect return of around 15%. The formula I gave you in the golden rule, GDP plus your inflation. Expect a return which will beat these two together. An investment manager will help you determine your financial objectives and create strategy to reach them. Here, strategy is very important. Otherwise, what will happen? If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Right? It's a saying, no? If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. But if you follow a strategy, if you work on it, then things become easier, isn't it? They'll become easier. So that's why follow the strategy, not just establish the goals. Try to reach your goals. If you think, I'll clear JAIIB, just say, I'll clear JAIIB and do nothing. Why are you watching this YT, this YouTube series right now? Why have you joined the paid classes? Because you want to clear. That is strategy. Work on it. Okay? Same logic. Select investments. Selecting the investment means when you have a deep understanding, with a deep understanding of different asset classes, the manager will choose the appropriate investment for the investor's needs. Again, important word is needs. What does that customer require? Needs. If that customer requires high returns, this investment manager can select risky instruments. A bit risky, not completely risky. That is not allowed. If the client is totally risk averse, this client doesn't want any risk in the life. In such cases, the bond funds will be selected or the government dated securities will be selected. We call it jilt funds, jilt. Okay, they'll be selected. These are issued by government. These are the dated securities. They'll never lose money. Whenever you invest in any government fund or government bond, you will never lose principal. You'll earn less, but you'll never lose principal. Okay? So, depending on the investor's needs, investor's goals, you have to select the asset. Okay? Monitor the progress. Monitor means continuously watching it. The manager will track the market conditions and adjust the portfolio accordingly to maximize returns while mitigating the risk. Mitigating means reducing the risk. See, reducing the risk or you can't remove the risk. See, somebody says that I completely remove the risk. Not possible. In any instrument, it's not possible. Because in government also, suppose if you say government principal is saved, that's okay, but the government should be performing. There is also a government in Congo. There is also a government in Pakistan. Will you invest in their bonds, Pakistan bonds? You know, principal will also go. You know, Congo, North Korea. Will you invest in the bonds of that government? So, government is also, you can trust, but depending on the credit of that government, the rating of that government. We as a Bharat right now, we are in among the first 5 nations in the world. We are moving towards the third one now. In next year, by I think so 25-26, we will be third. Okay. So, in that case, you have to monitor the progress. Which funds are you investing? In which instruments are you investing? Market conditions. Here, basically, you can invest in either equity, mutual funds, means generally for personal level, I am telling you. You can invest in equity mutual funds or your debt funds or your this liquid funds. But if you are in the younger age, I would always suggest you invest in equity mutual funds and give some longer time. Always invest through SIP. SIP is the best investment tool. SIP is something, mutual fund sahi hai, they call it na, SIP sahi hai. SIP will give you huge returns in the longer run. Kindly note, longer run. Okay? Mitigating the risk when necessary. Mitigating the risk means reducing. Now the mitigating the risk can be, this instruments can be, mitigation of risk can go from smaller, normal mitigation techniques like investing in FDs, or it can go to higher mitigation techniques like derivatives. Derivative is also a mitigating factor. It can reduce your risks. Kindly note, derivative can also reduce your risk. In fact, it is for reducing the risk. Derivatives are purchased for reducing the risk. This strategy you will see in wealth management, wealth investment. If you are long on any position, always try to buy put option in derivatives, commodity derivatives. Okay, if you are long on any position, long in on shares, let's say commodity means shares. Let's say you are long on shares. Long means what? You have purchased now, then you will be selling later when the price goes up. That is called as long. If you are long on shares, buy the put option in derivatives. Put option in derivatives. And reverse is also true. Short on shares is not possible. I won't tell you that now because we all are in JAIIB. So we won't go for short on shares. But kindly remember this strategy. Hedging, mitigating the risk is hedging the risk, reducing the risk. Okay? How does investment management work? Establish investment goals. Investment goals already we have discussed. Investment goals means what? Establishing, knowing where you have to go. Then establish a plan. Plan means strategy. Now many things will be repeated in investment management because logic is only one. Reduce the risk and maximize the risk, maximize the returns. This is a basic strategy followed in any investment. Uncover and choose your investments. Okay, these two ones you have done, goals you have done, selecting the goals you have done, establishing the plan, a plan you have done. Now uncover and choose your investments. Now once you decide on the plan, then decide on the investments. It's time for action. Don't just think. Okay, it's time for action. After deciding your strategy, you'll need to research and most suitable investments for your portfolio. So you select the most suitable shares. Not only shares here. Why am I talking of only shares? It can be shares, it can be FD, it can be real estate, it can be anything. Okay? It can be PMS. You are having the topic of PMS also in investment management. Portfolio management services. That can also be there. Okay? Track your portfolio. Rebalance your portfolio. Very important. Here. Only investing and then forgetting it. It's not fill it, forget it. Like the petrol. There was an ad earlier in 2000. Suzuki Samurai, that bike. They used to say fill it, shut it, forget it. Fill the petrol, shut it, forget it. Move on. But forget it means what? You have to check whether the petrol is there always. If I just shut it, forget it, then it won't go for infinity, right? It won't go for infinity. This bike won't run for infinity on the same petrol. I have to constantly keep a track whether the petrol is there in the bike or not. So that is the same logic over here. You have to constantly keep on checking whether wherever you have invested, is it giving you the returns? If it's not giving, then rebalance your portfolio, rebalance, change it. Okay? Your money is important, share is not important, or any investment is not important. If something is not giving you returns, immediately change it. Okay? Now we'll come to some questions. Let's do some questions. Now it's your time to answer. Match the different financial stages. I'll be giving you 4 financial stages. So match the different financial stages. Accumulation stage. Accumulation means what? I go on accumulating. Generally it is in the age of 25 to 35, roughly, in that phase. Up to 35 generally. Accumulation. So which one is correct in this? The stage is more concerned with maintaining existing growth than achieving new heights. Okay? So this stage is more concerned about achieving, right? Maintaining existing growth. Is it accumulation? When one can go for bold investments and set aside a fixed amount for investments and premiums. Bold investments. I can go for the risky ones. Bold means risky. For bold means risky. During this phase, the efforts one has to put in over the years, means the efforts one has put in over the years to build a retirement fund and other investments will finally pay off. Is this related to retirement? Now you answer, is it 1, 2 or 3? Think over it, everyone. Yes? The answer is, which one is the answer in this? The answer is, one can go for bold investments. This second, accumulation. You are in the young age. You are in the age of around up to 35. So you can go for bold investments. Okay? Now second one. The maximum amount allowed to invest in SGB. SGB means what? Sovereign gold bonds. Government has brought in new bonds. New means what? They are old ones now. Instead of investing in real gold, physical gold, government says invest in your invest in gold bonds, so that physical gold need not be imported by the individual. See here, physical sovereign gold bonds are based on gold only, physical gold only. But this gold is with the government, with the RBI. So these are sovereign gold bonds. It is based on gold only. When I say 1 gram of sovereign gold bonds, when I buy, it means I am having 1 gram of gold. Government will give me equivalent amount of money if I go to sell it to the government. Okay. So how much amount or how much sovereign gold bond am I allowed to invest as an individual? Suppose if I want to buy sovereign gold bond, how much amount or how much kg am I allowed? Is it 4 kg, 25 kg, 2 kg, 20 kg for individuals and HUF? Individual and HUF. Now this you have to answer. Think, check on Google. Think. What is it, everyone? What is the answer? Maximum amount allowed to invest in SGB, sovereign gold bonds, for individuals and HUF. It is? It is? Yes. Here, for individuals, it is 4 kg. Okay, 4 kg. I'll mark this over here. 4 kg. Individuals, it is 4 kg. Individuals and HUF. Okay. If it's a charitable trust, a big, like we have this in a year, and everything is for a year. Huh? This is for a year. 4 kg in a year. Kindly note, year. It's for a year. Kindly note. If it's a charitable organization, like we have temples, various Balaji temples and others, or many others charitable trusts, they can invest up to 20 kg. But here the answer is 4 kg. Don't mix this up. That is for charitable trust. Okay. This is for individual. Individual is 4 kg. You are allowed to invest. Okay. Among the below mentioned formula, which one is correct? Explaining the wealth management. Now this investment management, wealth management can be interchanged to one another. That's why these questions come over here also. You'll see this. See this wealth management and investment management. There is a relationship between them. In fact, investment is a part of the wealth. Wealth management is a bigger topic and investment management is one of the part of it. Okay. So this is wealth. Let's say this is wealth management and this is investment. Investment. and this is wealth. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, so wealth management equals to investment consultancy minus advanced planning plus relationship management minus second one, wealth equals to investment consulting plus advanced planning plus minus relationship. Third one, investment consulting plus advanced planning plus relationship. All this is plus and minus game. This plus this minus this plus this minus. Investment consulting minus advanced planning minus relationship management. So what is the answer in this? Very simple one. What is the answer? Yes. Answer is simple over here. It is all plus. Everything is plus. Wealth management includes your investment management. Okay. Investment also, plus your advanced planning also, plus your relationship also. Relationship with the client. This. You have to always maintain a good relationship with the client also, in your family also. Simple. Here. One basic rule of investment I'll tell you. Keep your head cool. Barf. Keep ice on your head and keep sugar on your tongue. Keep ice on your head. It's always said. Ice. Sir pe barf. Ice on head. Okay. Ice on head. And sugar in mouth. Sugar on tongue. Sugar on tongue. Okay. This is the rule to be followed. Always. Not only in investment, in your life also. Sir pe barf. Muh mein shakkar. Sugar on head, ice on head, and sugar on your tongue. Then life is simple. Okay. So the answer is this. Relationship. What do you mean by relationship management? It is the same thing. Your client scolds you. Your client will say you have done a mistake. This, that. When you do good things, then the client will say, okay, you are like the God. You have to be stable in both the cases. Okay, so the answer is C. Okay, next one. Dash addresses 4 key areas of financial needs that clients have beyond investment: wealth enhancement, wealth transfer, wealth protection, charitable giving. Who addresses here? Investment, beyond investment, wealth planning, investment consulting, advanced planning, and finance planning. So who gives the 4 areas? Okay, addresses the 4 areas of financial needs. See here, all this is wealth. Basically, so answer will be what? If everything is wealth, answer will be quite a hint. Right? Wealth planning. This will be the answer. Isn't it? Kindly note, you will be having, we have done this in the wealth management topic also. That's why I said investment planning is a part of wealth planning or wealth management. Okay. Next. Again, 4 stages. Look at this. Now accumulation stage. Accumulation. Okay. This we did it. Accumulation. I think so we did this, no? Accumulation. This one. Bold investments. Transition phase. Now this transition phase. Transition phase is generally between the age of 40 to 60. 40 to 60. There are basically 3 phases. Kindly note. One is accumulation, 20 to 40. 40 to 60, transition. And last one is transmission. Transmission means transferring the wealth above 60. Okay. So 20 to 40 is accumulation. I'll write it over here. Accumulation. ACCU. Accumulation. 40 to 60 is this transition. Transition. And last one is transmission. Transmission means transmit, transfer. You can keep it simple. Transfer. Keep it simple. Okay. So these are the three phases: accumulation, transition, and transfer. So what is this transition phase? The stage is more here. First one was over here, bold investment. So obviously this won't be there. That is gone in accumulation. Now the choice is between these two. The stage is more concerned with maintaining the existing growth rather than achieving new heights. Existing growth rather than new heights. You don't want to take any bold investment now. You want to continue whatever is going on. So this is right. Because this phase is what? Let me see if we are having the third phase. If not, I'll give you over here only. Yeah. Not. So this only, third one. This is the third phase. This is your transfer phase. Transfer. Okay. During this phase, the efforts one has put in over years to build a retirement fund and other investments will finally pay off. Right. So this is the third phase. Kindly remember the three phases. You will definitely get a question on this. The three phases of your life: accumulation, transmission, transition, and transfer or transmission. It's called as actually. You will definitely get a question on this. Next one. Among the below given statements, which of the following is an incorrect? Kindly check incorrect. Incorrect statement for about the private banking. Now, private banking, what is private banking? In fact, investment management is a part of private banking only. Private banking means you give specialized service to the HNI clients. That is called as private banking. All the banks have this division. Every bank has it. So read this. Which one among these is incorrect? Kindly note. Yeah, incorrect. You want the wrong one, huh? Check this. Think over it. Read all the given four. Private banking refers to providing banking, investment, and other financial services to private individuals investing sizable assets. Sizable means big amount. Obviously, HNI clients. So is this true? This one? First one. Tell me whether first one is true. In the comment section, type yes or no. First one. So this is true. But what do I want? I want a false one. So this is true. This is true. I don't want a true answer. I want a false answer. Second one. B. The term private refers to customer service being rendered on a personal basis rather than in mass market retail banking through dedicated personal bank advisor. Means basically here we are having a RM, relationship manager. Relationship. There is a separate manager given, huh? Relationship manager. In this, what happens, do you know? MANAGER, manager. In this, the client will skip the teller. Skip the teller means if the client wants to deposit some check, client won't come to the bank. Client will call this RM. Kindly collect the check. RM will send someone to collect the check. This is the service to be given. So this is also true, but I want false. Private banking doesn't offer services such as wealth management, savings, inheritance, tax planning for the client. Doesn't offer. Doesn't offer. It doesn't offer. HNI clients, you don't offer this wealth management. Inheritance. Inheritance means basically will writing. Inheritance is will writing. Will writing is a part of your wealth management. Okay, inheritance and tax planning. So you offer all this. This is false. This is what you wanted. False, right? This is what you wanted. Private banking will offer all these services to the clients because that's why this HNI client has come to you. Otherwise, why will he or she come to you? What about the last one? A high level of A high level form of private banking for especially affluent is often referred to as wealth management. Yeah, that is also true. High level means very HNI clients, ultra HNI we call them. For ultra HNI clients, you offer what? You offer wealth management. Big amount, big amount. 400,000 crores. This much money people are having. You and me can only think of it, right? You and me can only think of this money, but people are having that much money. People are having more money than whatever you have. Whatever you can think, forget have. Whatever you all together and including me can think, people are having that much money. And for them, wealth management services are required. Wealth management. And that's why next topic of ours, which we'll be shifting to, is wealth management. As I told you, I'll be covering this into two parts. Okay? Investment and then wealth. Okay? So now, wealth management. Let me make this slide proper. Okay? Let me give you the definition, etc. What does wealth management include? Look at this. Wealth management is a financial service that helps people manage their wealth. Manage their wealth. Here, manage. Understand the difference between wealth management and investment management. Investment gives you about how to invest so that the investment grows. Here, manage your wealth. First, manage the principal. Because here you are ultra HNI. In investment management, you are not ultra HNI. You are a struggler. You can be HNI, but you are still not ultra HNI. Ultra HNI means 200 lakh crores. This much amount somebody has. That is ultra HNI. Those guys have this wealth management. Also, see here, now we have brought into our branch level also. You can't have a 2 lakh crore customer in your branch, right? Here you will have to manage with the smaller ones. So same logics are applied to the smaller guys also over here. But ultimately it is for that. So wealth management is managing the wealth. Manage the wealth. Manage the wealth means keep your money stable. Manage. Whatever you have, preserve it. Because if you are having 2 lakh crores, you will first try to preserve that, isn't it? So manage the wealth. It involves variety of services including financial planning, investment management and estate planning. See this financial planning, investment management. See this. What did I say? Investment is a part of your wealth management. Wealth management is a bigger topic. This is wealth. And these are all smaller guys. Okay? Financial planning, investment management, estate planning, all these are smaller. Within that, this is a big daddy. Okay? What does it include? What does wealth management include? Let's see. So, wealth management includes number one, risk management. Okay, it includes risk management. Hold on. So, it includes risk management, number one. Second, it includes tax planning. This is tax planning. Okay? Tax planning. Okay? This is risk management. Risk. You have to follow the risk. Risk means what? You shouldn't put your money in the risky asset. Not at least so that your capital is in problem. You shouldn't do that. Your capital should not be in problem. Your principal should not be in problem. ब्याज नहीं मिला तो चलेगा. मुद्दल नहीं जानी चाहिए. Simple rule. Right? This is followed over here. Tax planning. This tax. How to not only save the tax here. When you are having such a huge amount, you can save the tax. You can minimize the tax. Okay? Minimize the tax using various things. Tax can be minimized using charitable funds also. It might be given somewhere over here. Charitable. ATG. Okay? Donation to political parties completely tax free. You can donate to one of them. Completely tax free. Isn't it? But for that you need to be ultra HNI. Don't donate it from your salary. Okay? So, tax planning. Second is retirement. Retirement. When you retire, who will take care of you? Okay, retirement. But you'll say, sir, if I'm having so much huge money, 2 lakh crores and above, why do I need to retire? I'll retire day one. Today only I'll retire. Isn't it? If I'm having that much money, why do I need to work? So basically wealth management over here we come to the branch level. We are not here right now talking of the 2 lakh crore person. Because he won't be having the worry of retirement, isn't it? He is having enough money. Right? So retirement, here we come to your branch level. How will you tackle your customers? None of your customers will be having 2 lakh crores in the branch. Right? So you'll have to tackle your normal customers. The next is what? After retirement, it is education. Education planning. Now see here, again we are coming to the normal customers of ours. We are not talking of ultra HNI because that person won't be having any problem with education. Which university you want? Oxford? Which university you want? Harvard? Which university you want? IIT? Take this. Huge money, isn't it? It's up to you and me, our normal clients in the branch. Sir, loan, education loan. Sir, this loan. Sir, car leni, car loan. This ultra HNI will give the loan to the bank, isn't it? That's it. So here we are talking of normal customers in the branch. Okay. Then estate planning. Estate means whatever property you have. Property, estate, property. Okay. Property planning. Will writing. Will writing is a part of your estate planning. After you, what happens? If you are having a property of huge 10 lakh crores, many persons are having it. You will say, sir, such big figures don't exist. This is very small figure. Many persons are having the properties worth, you can't even imagine the number. Okay. So, property. Then business planning. Whatever businesses you are in, business. Okay. Business planning. Then investment. Investment part we are taking care of later in the next chapter. You are having a next chapter of investment management only. Investment. So as I told you, these are all smaller guys, chutku. Main is wealth. Okay. Financial planning, financial, all these are different words from your JAIIB exam angle. Investment planning, management, financial planning, after all these are correlated. When I am doing investment, won't I do financial planning? When I am doing financial planning, won't I do investment management? I'll do both. These are interrelated. Okay. As I say, banking is easy. Books make it difficult. They give so many words. Here, if you think, I'll tell you, risk management, this part, financial planning, investment management, business planning, retirement planning, tax planning, all these can be correlated. If I am doing one, if I am doing any of these, others will automatically follow. Education or banking is easy. Books make it difficult. So many pages. Isn't it? So, don't follow the concepts always in your bank or in your studies also. Concept is everything. Basic and concepts only everything stands. Okay? That is the pillar on which your studies, your life stands. Okay? So, everyone should focus on the concept. And what is the summary of this? Summary, SAR. Jeevan ka SAR, Gita SAR. Right? Similarly, JAIIB SAR, RBWM SAR, क्या है? Okay? Gita SAR, Jeevan SAR, JAIIB SAR, RBWM SAR. Join at that 24/7 paid classes. You will get all the SAR. Okay? I'll show you at the end. There's a huge Mahapack coming up. Increment Mahapack. Huge thing, I'll tell you at the end. Wait till the end. Yeah. Next. What does wealth management include? What does it include? Financial planning. Helps clients set goals, create budgets and save money. So every client who is going for wealth management has huge money. So set goals. How will how will my wealth grow? Suppose if it is 1 lakh crore today, how will it grow to 130, 150? Okay. Create budgets. Budget for investing. What should I invest? In which business? Here, I won't be investing, whenever I am doing wealth management, I won't be investing only in mutual funds and insurances. I'll invest in big businesses. Isn't it? So, create budgets and save money. How to save money? That is also important. Saving is important. Here, for our normal guys, saving is the most important thing in our life. Isn't it? Investment management, what does it include? Here, earlier was financial planning. I told you these are interrelated. Investment management helps clients create and manage investment portfolios that suit that risk tolerance, goals and time horizon. Risk tolerance, goals and time horizon. Okay? Risk tolerance means what is the risk level you are ready to take. Generally, when we talk of the normal clients who come to our branch, they are risk averse. Risk averse. Whoever comes to you for FD is risk averse. Averse means he doesn't want the risk. He or she doesn't want the risk. But when you ask for returns, how much returns? No, your FD returns are very less, yaar, 7%. क्या होता है 7% में? महंगाई कितना है? इतना महंगाई में 7% क्या होगा? What will I get in this 7%? You don't want to take the risk and you want higher returns. Not possible. Explain the client that if you want higher returns, आपको महंगाई को बीट करना है ना, invest in mutual funds. म्यूचुअल फंड्स नहीं, नो म्यूचुअल फंड, पैसा डूब जाता है. शेयर मार्केट, इफ द शेयर मार्केट गोज डाउन, एवरीथिंग गोज डाउन. अरे देन व्हाई डू यू एक्सपेक्ट 15% रिटर्न्स? देन एक्सपेक्ट 7% रिटर्न्स. एफडी, हैप्पी. Isn't it? So the point over here is time horizon and risk tolerance. Very important part. Risk tolerance. Basic rule of any investment, anything is high risk, high returns. Basic rule, high risk, high returns. Isn't it? So risk tolerance, goals. What are the goals? Here, if you are above the age of, let's say, 60, then what happens? In that phase, it's okay. Human being will say that no. I don't want any 15% returns. 7% is okay. I have generated huge wealth. Now that is enough for me to live. Then it's okay. But if you are in the age of, let's say, 25, 30, you just young, started a job, and you are saying 7%, okay? No, nothing. Then there's a statement from Bill Gates. It's not your fault if you are born poor, but it's your fault if you die poor. Okay? Same logic applies. Take some risk, calculated risk. Calculated risk. Very important. Calculated risk is an important word. Okay? So risk tolerance, goals, time horizon. Estate planning helps clients to prepare for distribution of their assets after death. Assets after death. Okay? So it relates to will writing. Will writing is an important part of your wealth management. Important part. What are the elements of will? What should it include? How many witnesses? Should it be legalized? Should it be stamped? All these are included in your studies. Okay? Tax planning helps the clients minimize their tax liabilities through tax efficient investments and deductions. Tax efficient investments. Here, minimize their tax liabilities. Minimize their tax liabilities. There is always a fight going on between the government and the investors, right? Why? Always government wants higher taxes because they want money, and investor wants to give lesser taxes. He wants his money. Everyone wants money, right? Government also wants money, so it tries to get maximum tax from you. You also want money, so you try to give minimum tax to the government. It's a fight, and then there is a balance. The balance between them is known as the golden rule, right? So helps clients prepare the distribution of their assets after death. That is done. Tax planning Minimize the tax liabilities through tax efficient investments. Means what? How can you minimize the tax? Donations, ATG. Many rich persons you see donated this much money there, this much money there to this. Why? ATG. 50% deduction in whatever you donate. Okay, 50% tax deduction. Then, second, as I told you, political parties. If you donate to political parties, all your money is tax free. That's why these big guys always donate to these political parties. Risk management helps the clients protect their assets from unforeseen risks, which I have not seen up till now. COVID. Did anyone see COVID? In 2019, if I would have asked you that COVID will be there, do you think the world will stop for 2 years? If I would have asked you at that time, you would say, hey, pagal. Nothing happens like this. Will the world stop at any time? Will the world stop at any time? But it stopped. 2 years the world stopped. 2 years. So that's why things can happen, anything. Unforeseen, which you have never seen at all. That thing can come in life. So if you have wealth, if you have properly managed wealth, if you have kept the wealth in a proper, you don't spend it like lavishly. See, the life is between needs and wants everywhere. If you follow your needs, kindly note this, it's a golden statement again. If you follow the needs, your wealth will be preserved. If you follow the wants, you'll always be short of wealth. Your wealth will vanish in no time. I want a mobile phone, need. I want iPhone Pro, want. I want a car, need. I want Mercedes Benz. Okay? So need and want. Everything is need and want. Same thing about wealth. If you want to sustain your wealth, sustain means keep for your next generation. Want to give it to others. Consume yourself also. Not only next generation, you can consume yourself also in a proper way. Then follow the needs, not the wants. Okay? Who uses wealth management services? They are often used by affluent individuals, and families who have large amount of investable assets. 200 lakh crores. Large amount of investable assets. Large money, huge money. I don't know what is to be done with that money. See, but it never happens. Kindly note, you all, means we generally think that rich persons, my God, Ambani, this Adani, all these Bill Gates, they are having so much money. What will they do with that money? Why do they work? They should stop working because they have that much money. These guys don't work for money. Kindly note. These guys don't work for money. Okay? They work for the society. Because they have themselves, they have that much money so that their next 4 generations, 7 generations can sit aram se and eat. Right? They have that much money. These are HNIs, ultra HNIs. Okay? These ultra HNIs, these are the families who are having large amount of investable assets. We have brought this segment to branch level also. Here, you will say, sir, all these ultra HNIs, they will not come to my branch. Why am I studying this? First reason is it's there in your JAIIB. That's why you are studying this. Very clear? Over and out. And second reason is you apply the same logic in your branch also. It's not only, you should always focus on these Ambanis and Adanis. You can focus on your normal branch customer who has come to you. You can try to grow his wealth through your logic. Tell them the importance of studies. Tell them the importance of patience. Okay? This you have to tell them, and accordingly their wealth will also increase. Of course, not 1 lakh crore. They'll have 1 lakh, it will increase to let's say 2 lakh in some years. Isn't it? So who uses wealth management? Generally investable, who are having large amount of investable assets. Now your turn. Now it's your turn. I have spoken a lot. Now you speak. Think. Give me the answer. Dash has a direct impact on wealth creation. Select the most appropriate one. Inflation, interest rate, TDS and deposit rate. So who has a direct impact on wealth creation? Very important one. Most appropriate. Here, you'll say, sir, everything has an impact. Everything. Inflation also has, interest rate also has, TDS also has, deposit rate also has. So, who has the most impact? Most impact is always by think yourself, dear. You need to think. Most appropriate one. Most appropriate one. I'll explain you, not to worry. I'll explain you. See, the answer is this. Inflation rate. It will have the most impact on your wealth creation. Always note who is the biggest enemy of your wealth, of your money. Who is the biggest enemy? There is no one else other than inflation. Inflation eats up your money. I'll give you a simple logic. If you are earning 7% in your FD, 7% in your FD, and if your inflation is 6.5%, then you are earning only 0.5%. Because 7% is coming in and 6.5% is going out in inflation for that year. So you are earning only 0.5. If you are earning 7% in FD and your inflation is 9%, you are losing money, you are not earning anything. Okay? Inflation will always have a direct impact on the interest rate. If inflation increases, immediately RBI comes in picture. RBI comes in action over here. It will increase the interest rates, increase, so that the loan in the market becomes slow. There is less loan in the market. See here, why does inflation increase? Because there is huge money available in the market. Because of that, inflation increases. Huge money. Okay? So, if there is ample surplus money available, supply of money is huge, then inflation increases. To see, supply of money. Who will supply the money? Supply of money. Who will supply the money? The money will be supplied by the banks. Bank always give the loans. Money is supplied through the banks only, through loans. Bank gives the loans to all the big companies. They distribute it among you and me as salaries. So here there is huge supply of money. So inflation increases. Everyone gets higher salaries. Because of this, what happens? Then RBI comes into action. It increases the interest rate. This is the disease. This is the disease. Okay? And this is the medicine. These are all the medicines. Medicine. RBI will do this now. Okay, it will increase the interest rates. TDS has nothing to do. TDS, the rate is almost everything. Whatever you do, you'll get it. You'll have to pay TDS. So remove this at all. Third is deposit rates. Once RBI increases the interest rates, deposit rates will go up. Okay, fourth one, which is not mentioned over here, or fifth one, you can call it, loan rates. Loan rates will go up. Loan rates will go up. So this will tame the inflation. Tame means what? It will reduce the inflation. Okay? It will reduce the inflation. So inflation is the biggest enemy of your wealth. Okay, got it? In the balance sheet of Mr. Towry, who is doing a corresponding management degree in financial and wealth management, he has made a deduction of 45,000 under section 80E. Mr. Vivek, who is the manager of the nationalized bank, willing to know that he has made the deduction for which cause. Can you help Mr. Vivek that Mr. Towry has made the deduction for which of the following purpose? 80E. See here, such a big question, this case study, such case study comes to you in exam. You have to always focus on the crux, Sar, Gita Sar. RBWM sir, focus on this. You want ATE. What is ATE for? You have to find that much. That's it. So tell me now, ATE is for what? Education loan, pension, exemption from capital gains on sale of asset other than housing property, exemption on sale of house property for reinvesting in specific bonds. Now you tell me, ATE is for what? Think. Yeah. Got it? ATE is for what? ATE is for education. Okay? It is for education loan. ATE is for education loan. Got it? ATE is for education loan. Clear? ATE, kindly note there are various sections and these sections come to you in your wealth management subject. Okay? So, here you will get it for education loan. Next. Among the below given, which of the following are not the components of wealth management? Not the component. Focus on the important word always in the question. Do they want positive answer or negative answer? Not the components of wealth management. A consultative process, customized choices and solutions, delivery in close consultation with your clients. All of the above are the components. Which one is not? Think. Thinky, yes. Which one is not? Consultative. You have to be consultative with the client. You should always be in discussion with the client so that you get the client's ideas, views, his risk appetite, his duration. You get it. Consultation. True. I want false. Customized choices. As per your client's needs, you need to give the products. Somebody wants to higher returns, give him higher returns, equities or mutual funds. Somebody wants lower returns, give him FDs, debt funds. Okay? Somebody wants loans, give him loans. Not only investment, wealth management relates to everything. Somebody wants loans, give him loans, isn't it? Delivery and close consultation with your clients. Close consultation. Again this, consultative. In fact, this is the answer, isn't it? All of the above are true. True means all are related to your wealth management. So, not, there is no component which is not. Everyone is a component. Okay? Which of the following statements are correct? The goal of wealth management is to sustain and grow wealth in the long term. Long or short? Long term. Always focus on the long term. Never focus on the short term. There is no short term, there is no shortcut in life. Everything is long term, patience, perseverance, Shraddha or Saburi. Okay? HNWI stands for high net worth individuals. Which of them are correct? You want, here, always focus on the main question in the main line. You want correct or not correct? Earlier question it was not correct. Now it is correct. So, in that case, what do you do? Which one is true over here? Think. Which one is true? Both are correct. Statement 1 is correct, 2 is correct, none of them is correct. What is true? Both are correct, right? HNW stands for high net worth individuals. Goal of wealth management is to build a wealth in long term, longer term, never in the short term. Okay? Among the below given statements, which one is incorrect? Now look at this. Again, I told you, focus on the main line, main word in the first line. They want correct or incorrect, true or false. You have to always check. So incorrect in context of the wealth management, incorrect. An industrialized wealth management process involves only counseling to the clients to better manage their financial circumstances. Only counseling, huh? Remember, only counseling. Manage the financial circumstances and or do more effectively develop the opportunities in the financial lives. So only counseling. Focus on the main words in this. Only counseling. Does it involve only counseling? You'll just tell, now you do this. I don't know anything else. Now it's up to you. Can you do such thing? Next, wealth management advisors offer their client solutions designed to fit their full range of each client's needs. Fit their full range. Full range. Whatever they want, whatever the client wants, what is the risk appetite, what is the duration, whatever the client requirement of the client, tailor make it. True. This can be true. Wealth management provides the services by working closely with the clients on an ongoing basis to identify their most specific needs and how these needs change over time. Design solutions around those needs. Now, most appropriate. See, this is also true. And this can also be true. Right? Clients on an ongoing basis, continuous basis. Remember this, continuous. Identify their specific needs. Each client has different needs. How these clients change over time. Needs change over time. All these three things are important. Needs go on changing with the life stage. The person at a 25 age will have different needs than the 60 age. Okay? Then, true wealth managers continue to help their clients make smarter decisions regarding their money over a period of time. So, continue to help their clients make smarter decisions. Okay? Make smarter decisions. How to make smarter decisions? They'll help it. So, all these things seem to be true. Which one is false then? False is only this one. This is false. And this is what you want. What is your question? Incorrect. Incorrect. So you want incorrect. Only A1 is incorrect then. Correct? So remaining all are true. Only A is incorrect. Exhaustive. Right? Here, this investment management and wealth management are really the toughest topics. There are only 3 to 4 tough topics in RBWM. Branch profitability, wealth management. These two are toughest. Investment management is okay, but wealth is really tough, and branch profitability. Okay? And tax planning is also there, but tax planning numericals are okay type. But these two are really difficult. So, now before going, let me show you here. Join the batches ASAP, crash course. Here, only 7 days are remaining. Okay, you can join the crash courses immediately. For joining the crash courses, kindly note, see this. Go to Adda 24/7. Okay? Go to Adda 24/7. Click on this crash course. See, where is this crash course? Always go through the app. In the app, you will be getting 1% extra using the coin systems. Okay, so use the app. Download the app first and then purchase. See this. JAIIB crash course. Join this. In 7 days also you can clear the exam. See here, RBWM is long. It is distant now. It is on 19th. So you definitely join the batches and clear it. But other subjects also. PPB, AFM. See, these are very tough subjects. AFM is really tough. IEIFS is really tough. PPB is lengthy. RBWM is a bit scoring. It's easy and scoring. Okay, so join the crash course for all of them. E-books, mock tests, online live classes, recorded sessions also you have. So if you miss out on something, you can definitely go back to the recorded sessions. Okay. Click on buy now. Put the code Y432. Y432. See this, 79% discount you are getting plus 1% extra, 80%. So 80% discount you are getting that through the app and 79 through the code Y432. So don't miss this code, okay, because you are getting huge discounts over here. And join the crash course ASAP.